Now come all you maids, and you very pretty maids, and a warning take by me. Don't you go down to the Chaser's Wood. If a maid you want to return, return. If a maid you want to return. And come all you maids, all you very pretty maids, that wear gold in your hair. It's don't you go down to the Chaser's Wood. For young Tom of the Lyn is there, is there. Young Tom of the Lyn is there. And there's none that go to the Chaser's Wood, but they leave him a pledge, either their gold or their mantles green, or else their maidenhead, maidenhead, or else their maidenhead. Well, it's Lady Margaret, Lady Margaret, she was sitting in her bower, she was as red as any rose, but she's longed to go to the Chaser's Wood, to pull a flower that grows and grows, oh, to pull that flower that grows. And she's taken out a silver comb, made haste to comb her hair, and she's away to the Chaser's Wood, as fast as she could tear, as fast as she could tear. And she hadn't pulled but the one red rose, the rose that grows there in the green, when a voice said, "Lady, how dare you pull a rose without the leave of me, without the leave of me?" Well, this little wood, she says, it is me very own, for my father has given it to me, and I will pull, pluck, bend, and I'll break the branch, and I'll never ask leave of thee, of thee. No, I won't ask leave of thee. She's taken him all by the hand, down to where the grass it grew so green, and it's what they've done, well, I just won't say, but he never once asked her leave, her leave. He's never once asked her leave. Then he's taken her by the middle so small, down where the grass it grows so green, and what they've done, well, I just won't say, but the green grass grew between, oh, the green grass grew between. And when these two had lain as one, and one were two again, says Margaret, oh, my own true love, pray tell to me your name, your name. Won't you tell to me your name? Oh, Tom of the Lyn is my name, he said, and to the Elfin Queen I'm bound, and it's long I'll haunt the Chaser's Wood, until my true love is found, until my true love is found. Then the woods grew dark and the woods grew dim, and Tom of the Lyn was gone, and she's picked up her lily white feet, and back to her bower she's run, oh, back to her bower she's run. Now there's 24 ladies, they're all sitting in the hall, they're as red as any rose, and it's all except for young Margaret, and pale and wan she goes, aye, pale and wan she goes. And up then spoke one of them little girls, and on her face there was a smile. She says, I think my lady's loved a little long, and now she goes with child, and now she goes with child. And up then spoke another of them girls, and a pretty little girl was she. She says, I know of a herb in the Chaser's Wood, that'll twine that babe from thee, that'll twine that babe from thee. So Lady Margaret, she's picked up her silver comb, and she's made haste to comb her hair. Then she's away to the Chaser's Wood, as fast as she could tear, as fast as she could tear. but she hadn't pulled the one bit of herb, the herb that grows there in the loam, when up then spoke young Tom of the Lyn, saying, Margaret, leave it alone, alone, oh Margaret, leave it alone. Oh, why do you want that bitter, bitter herb, the herb that grows so grey, but to twine away our pretty little babe that we got in our play, that we got in our play? Well, it's tell me this, young Tom of the Lyn, if a mortal man you be. Well, I'll tell you the truth, and no word of a lie. I was christened as good as thee, I was christened as good as thee. When I was a boy just 7 years old, my father he sent for me to hunt and hawk and ride with him, and keep him company, and keep him company. But as I rode out on that one bitter day, 'twas from my horse I fell, and the Queen of the Elfins she rode by, and she took me for herself, she took me for herself. Now it's every seventh year they pay their tithe to hell, and the last one in is the first one out. And I fear this time it's myself, I fear this time it's myself. For tonight it is All Halloween, when the elfin court shall ride. And if you would your true lover save, by the old mill bridge you must hide, by the old mill bridge you must hide. And my right hand shall be covered, love, and my left hand shall be there. That's a token good enough, that you will find me there, that you will find me there. And I upon a milk-white steed, with a gold star in my crown, and I do ride beside the Queen, and you must pull me down, you must pull me down. But they'll change me then, it's all in your arms, into many a beast so wild. You must hold me tight, you must fear me not, I'm the father of your child, I'm the father of your child. Then the woods grew dark, and the woods grew dim, and Tom of the Lyn was gone. So she's picked up her lily white feet, to the mill bridge how she's run, to the mill bridge how she's run. Now Lady Margaret, she searched the chaser's wood, and she searched those woods all round, but nothing she saw, and nothing she heard. She heard no mortal sound, no, she heard no mortal sound. Then about the dead hour of the night, she's heard the bridles ring. It's made her start, it's chilled her heart, more than any mortal thing, anything, more than any mortal thing. For the first court it came riding by, and she heard their bridles ring, and the second court all dressed in green, and Tom of the Lyn like a king, Tom of the Lyn like a king. Well, first she's let the black pass by, and then she's let by the brown, but she's taken hold of the milk-white steed, and she's pulled her true love down, she has pulled her true love down. Then thunder roared across the sky, and the stars they burned as bright as the day, and the Queen of the Elfins, she's gave a chilling cry, saying, Tom of the Lyn is away, away, young Tom of the Lyn is away. And they've changed him then to a lion so wild, to snarl and roar and bite, but she's held him tight and feared him not, no, he could not her affright, and he did not have a fright. So they've changed him again as he roared in her arms to a fearful hissing snake, but she's held him tight and feared him not, He was one of God's own make, own make. He was one of God's own make. So they've changed him again as he slithered in her arms to a white-hot burning iron. But she's held him tight and she's feared him not. He could do to her no harm, no harm. No, he could do to her no harm. Out then cried the elfin queen, and an angry woman was she, saying, "You've stolen away the fairest knight in all my company, company, for your love has set him free." Then the queen of the elves, she's cursed young Tom, and oh, she's cursed him good. "I should have torn out your eyes, young Tom of the Lyn, and put into eyes of wood, of wood. I should have put into eyes of wood. And it's curses on you, Tom of the Lyn, you once were my very own, and when you were I should have torn out your heart and put in a heart of stone, cold stone. I should have put in a heart of stone." Then they've changed him again, it was all in her arms, to a mother naked man, and Margaret threw a cloak up around him then, saying, "Tom of the Lyn, we've won, we've won." Saying, "Tom of the Lyn, we've won."